about you, Liza? What are the things that you're passionate about?
Well, me on the other hand, I've always kind of known what I'm passionate about ever since I was a little girl. I remember my grandparents, because I was adopted by my grandparents, so they would always ask me what I wanted to be when I was older. And it would always change from time to time. Like at first I wanted to be a doctor, and then I wanted to be a soldier, and then I wanted to be a lawyer, and then I wanted to be a psychologist. And then I kind of had to like look at what their common denominators were, and I always knew that I wanted to help people. I always wanted to make a difference in somebody's life. And so this year, actually not just this year, actually when I started making money, when I started working, I've always kind of been quiet about this, but I've always been passionate about giving back to like certain charities. I'm very passionate about children, and this past year, especially with the pandemic going on and so many crises happening to so many different people, and then I finally got the chance to sign with one of the biggest organizations that I have been in love with since 2016. I signed with Save the Children Philippines. So I kind of took a jump and grabbed on and like went full blast with what I was passionate about, and that's helping people, making a difference in people's lives. Because before that, I was kind of always quiet about it. I didn't want to share it with people because I hate it when people misconstrue or think that it's not genuine. I hate it when people say that. It breaks my heart. And so like I always wanted to keep it a secret because I didn't want to hear people saying, oh, she's just doing that because she's a celebrity. She needs to make herself look good. I don't know why I always had that in the back of my head. But then last year, I realized that I needed to kind of like step out of the shadows and share that with people, because I actually have a fans club, a fan group called Liz Ken Charities. So like they're also passionate about the same thing, and because I kind of took the reins and became in more control of like my voice last year, it kind of empowered them and influenced them to do the same thing. So yeah, I'm passionate about helping people and changing people's lives.
I love that. And I completely understand that as a celebrity here in the Philippines, we're very active on social media. So people always have a lot to say. But I think that, it's just really knowing that that's really what you stand for. And that's really all that matters.
Really saw your growth as a celebrity and also as a woman. So do you think that these passions, is it something that is innate, or is it something that you slowly discover, or do you think that you can cultivate passion with anything?
In my own experience, I feel like it's something that was innate in me, because I kind of grew up with like a rocky childhood. I wasn't I didn't have the best childhood basically, and being adopted and being away from my biological parents and being away from my siblings, I always acknowledged, I always thought for some reason that I didn't have it as good as other people. But then growing up, I realized despite what I went through, despite the childhood that I had, I was still so blessed by God, and to be receiving so many blessings, like look at me now, I wouldn't be anywhere without him. So I kind of feel like it was destined in me to kind of experience that, so that I could realize what my purpose and what my soon-to-be passion would be in life.
Definitely. They always say that you learn the lessons when you lose, or when you don't succeed. When there is struggle, that's when you really get to know who you are, get to learn to be stronger, and all these other valuable lessons. I mean, kung pwede naman di pagdahanan yung mahirap, syempre, we want to help everyone as much as possible. But yung mga hirap na napagdaanan na natin, I think all we can do is really just appreciate it, because there's nothing we can do about it. It was what it was. It is what it is. But how can you pay it forward? How can you do better? And from what you said, that's how you found your purpose and your passion, really, through those lenses. And that's absolutely amazing.
Harry Potter, or may it be Marvel or the DC universe, their supporters are very protective of those universes and those characters, and they only want the best for it. So I can understand if there's people that have opinions about my voice acting, or about me even getting casted as Alexandra Trece, and I completely understand that. But I'm still so grateful and happy for the opportunity because I learned so much from it, and because of it, I actually enjoyed the dubbing so much. I only had 2 days actually to dub it, and like about 6 hours on each day. So I kind of had separation anxiety after doing it because I felt like this is it. This is all I had to do. I wanted to do more. So I think in a way, yeah, it has become a new passion. And it's something that I want to continue on doing. I actually want to take lessons for it so that I can apply it in acting.
Yeah.
When you started out with your acting career, did you ever think that you would get into voice acting? Was it always something that you were interested in? No.
I never thought I would be given the opportunity, honestly. And it's not something that I was curious or passionate about before. But my boyfriend Enrique, he is someone that likes to copy voices. And so like when it was offered to me, I was like, why was it offered to me and not you? Of course, it's a female character. So, but like, he's the one who's passionate about that kind of stuff. So when it was offered to me, it was also kind of like an ode to him in a way.
I think that's the beautiful thing about, just taking a leap when opportunities present themselves to you, because you never know what you'll discover.
Yeah.
I guess another pitfall of, trying to be, no, I'm going to stay true to my passion. I'm just going to stick to what I know. You kind of block yourself off from like all these other
growing.
opportunities. Exactly. And one of the number one factors that really hold us back is fear. I'd like to give our listeners today about finding their passion and their purpose.
I guess you have to be open to new experiences, open to trying things that make you feel a little bit uncomfortable, like jumping outside of your comfort zone. But that's when you'll truly feel human, because you get to experience all the different emotions and what each experience brings to you. And I guess through that's how you'll discover what your purpose and what your passion is, because then at least you can say that you've experienced and tried so many different things in your life, only the good things, of course. Then you'll be able to truly find what makes you happy, what gives you a drive to continue on, or bring out the best in yourself.
Definitely. I completely agree with that.